Hello there guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Survival Russia. About a year ago I got a request, an official request from the War Graves Commission in Moscow. What is it called? It's a German-Russian venture. Deutsche Kriegsgrabeversorg, something like that. But anyway, I got a request to head up in the northern part of the woods to try and establish if there is a site where a lot of German and Austrian soldiers are buried. So that's what we're going to do today. We're always doing something different here on the channel, right? With me I have two buddies, Yaroslav and Slava. Some of you guys know them, some of you guys most likely don't, but you'll get to know them today if you hang on the video here. And while we're at it, if you like the content here, please consider subscribing and liking the video and all that funky stuff. There are links in the description if you want to support the channel and all the projects we are working with and so on. So yeah, with that out of the way, let's continue. We are, you can see, in an old abandoned village. This is the village I call the Gulag hub because 3 kilometers up north there was an old Gulag. It's of course been flattened like all the others, but this village sort of like functioned as the hub of this Gulag up there. Right up there we have an old timer and his wife living, and he supposedly know where this site is, so hopefully he will go with us today, or at least explain us the best he can where it is. What we're going to do is, if we find the site today, or when we find it, we will see if we can find any evidence of such a site. Looking for buttons, belt buckles. Belt buckles is not likely, but yeah, something which can sort of like give us a clue that there have been Germans and Austrians and stuff up there, so they can come back to what is in Russian called a bratskaya mogila, like a brother's gravesite. Because here in Russia we have such grave sites for both German and Russian soldiers. And the old timer, he lives up there in the colors house. They're the last, no, not the last, there's also an old woman living there. So there are 3 people left. There we have the logging trail, and the old trail up to the Gulag and the methanol factory, and that's like 2.5–3 kilometers up north. Alright there guys, so we just spoke to his wife, and the old timer is out hunting. He went out like an hour ago or something, let's see. Yeah, an hour ago, she said. And with his dogs and so on, so yeah, he should be up there somewhere. We'll see if we can locate him. That'll be pretty darn awesome. See if we can track him. We have a little bit of snow, frosty day, blah blah blah. I think I get the head on the, not the head, but the camera on the head. And yeah, we don't have to look at my ugly mug all the time, right? So yeah, hang on guys. And hopefully this is gonna be an awesome day. It is already an awesome day. It's all days are awesome, right? But let's see if it's gonna be a successful hunt for the World War II site there. So we are trying to track the guy, destroy his hunting day. He has his 2 hunting dogs with him. We should be able to hear them. Russian West Siberian Leica. And they're barking a lot, normally. We kind of lost track of him, but I think we heard his dogs over there. But anyway, we are at the Gulag. We have 3 rivers meeting. There's like a point out there, so there's going to be a river there, and a river up north. Small rivers. But anyway, let's make a little excursion here. Let's make a little expedition out of it. Because he gave us last year he gave us a rough description of where it was. We don't find him today. We try and look for try and get to him tomorrow or in the evening when we get back to his house. Over here we should have the remains of a concrete foundation. That's my brother-in-law. Some of you might know him, as I said. But he just unearthed this foundation here under the moss. This side here we had the methanol factory, and over there we had the actual camp itself. And I have some finds laying over there from my previous detecting, so let's head over and look. So we take it a little bit on the auxiliary cam here. Sorry for the change in audio quality, but we have the foundation up there. There we have what's supposedly a river. It is a river, but here it's here's heavily dammed up by beaver. So it's relatively dry here. We have a beaver dam down there. We should be able to cross, or we'll not be able to cross on foot out there. So there we have a little hilltop over there, and the camp itself was up there. We go down there and we will cross the river on the beaver dam there. So here we have a big beaver dam over there, but there's a gap there about 10 meters. Here we have another beaver dam here I crossed during the winter. So it should be possible to cross on this. It goes all the way there. I don't know if you can see it, but of course to cross out there, it's not really awesome. But it's quite narrow. The dam here, and I was here in the winter as well. It was really tricky. Here we can cross. Here we can cross. It's been a very dry summer. Very dry. There's not much water here. It's pretty awesome actually. I don't know if you can see it, but the dam is here, so there's swampy on both sides, of course. But so far we made it. So we'll head up to the actual camp. Okay, I forgot to record a little bit. Here we have the factory area, and over there also a factory area. Here we have sort of like a road, and down there we had a pillar from the old gate, so there's been a gate across here. But up here I found a set of prison bars. So let's take a look at that. Somewhere around here. I think I'm standing on it. I am. What? Alright guys, so there we have it. It's the only set of prison bars that I have been able to find up here. Who have been sitting behind these? Why? For what they've been thinking? How many have been sitting behind these bars? Who the hell knows?
It's me.
And we have something that looks like old military dugouts, but there's been no war out here. Second World War never made it out here, of course. So we actually not moved that far, and we just ran into this, what looks like another wartime bunker. You can see it sort of like looks like there's an entrance here. I've seen a lot of them on the Eastern Front. I've been cleaning up munitions there. because I'm a sapper, right? But that's what it looks like on the eastern front, but it's not really supposed to be here. But we can run the metal detector here a little bit, just for the fun of it, see if we can find anything down here. Да, там.
То ли лопата, то ли какая-то аттракция.
О, это гильзы!
Мак!
This is
Это гильза!
this is да.
С капсулом, да?
Да.
Охренеть!
This is
Смотри,
shell.
даже написано.
Да, конечно.
Сейчас,
Сейчас.
подожди.
Она огромная.
Не, это, наверное, противотанковый.
Да.
Да.
Подожди.
37 мм. It's like an anti-tank gun.
Да, она, кстати, не
Exploded.
активная была. Видишь, не было по ней удара.
Да.
The primer is intact, but it's blown up. But the World War II dump site is quite far from here. So the guys are over there. I know we're not searching for this gravesite at the moment. We're just searching a little bit. We have the camp out there. We have a pretty substantial signal here. Pilar. There's an old saw. There's been a handle here. And a handle right there. And more. Kibichi. More brick. Very good quality brick. Here we have a birch. Looks like a lightning strike or something. Bark is just peeling off from top to bottom, which is a good thing because we want to start a fire and get something to eat. So that's what we're gonna do. Get some birch bark, make a little fire somewhere and get something to eat. So see you at the campfire. Alright guys, we're trying to make a little fire here on the auxiliary cam. So let's try and do that real fast. And I will of course use my special survival tool for starting this fire. So my awesome survival tool is of course my Victorinox with this firefly ferro rod in it. It's a real survival tool because I always have it with me, so I know I will always have fire actually. See if we can get it working. What? World's smallest ferro rod.
Смотри, Ларс, я объелся бургеров.
Скажи, что.
Свинья. Блять, давай, держи. Давай уже, блять. Извини, Светочка, немножко.
Not snowing a whole lot now. Put out the fire. Time to move out because it's 2 o'clock. Means it's getting dark soon. I think we're gonna head out and then we're gonna try and get back to the old timer. He should also be home pretty soon. And then get a few words with him. See if he can explain us where this site is. So let's fast forward the video to the following day. But I can say already now that today we are planning to do a trip up there in the gator, in the tank, tomorrow morning it's gonna be me, 3 other guys, and the Pink Ninja. If you don't know who the Pink Ninja is, then you just have to wait for the video, right? So for the random, uninitiated viewer, this is the Gator, this is the tank, and this is the vehicle we're gonna drive in tomorrow. We've not been driving in this vehicle a lot this summer, but it's awesome in the snow. We are on the trail again, and the old timer was actually preparing to get out in the woods. He was standing there with his chainsaw and stuff, but he explained us really well where it was, and showed us on card and drawn us a map and all that good stuff. So hopefully we'll find the location today, and if not, we have to drag him out there. But his dog followed us, or one of his hunting dogs followed us. West Siberian Lyca cow. Hey, nice girl. She likes me because cats and dogs, they generally like me for some weird reason. So yeah, see you on the trail, guys. We just have some kilometers to knock out here.
Давай, иди сюда.
Whoop! See, happy dog rolling in the snow. She was out hunting yesterday, but with Siberian Lyca, they just want to be in the woods. So according to instructions, we I think we are in the general location anyway, because we're looking for an old road. This place is actually very old, and many of these prisoners is actually from the First World War as well. Doesn't matter, because they need to get home to their bodies, right? And Slava actually found some very interesting information on the internet, and the guys searching for their relatives from this very area, and specifically one guy who was captured here between 1914 and 1919. But let's try and go. We have the metal detector turned on just to see if we get any signals. We're in the middle of nowhere, of course, and we had some signals. We found a broken file down there somewhere, but we are on a little bit of a hilltop, you can say, and we have some kind of a flatter spot out there. It drops down here and rises up there. Here's also a little bit of a high point, high spot. Alright guys, so we're searching a little bit, and so we're in the middle of the woods, of course, and we have found some small signals. One of the things we found here is a chain. It's like a homemade, self-made chain made out of from heavy-duty steel wire. We have this flat spot out here, and we have a bit of a high spot up there. We think it is actually here. I don't know, maybe I'm gonna try and just dig a random trench up there, see if we can run into some bones or whatever. So since this is the only really, you can say, hill kind of a thing, and there should be 2,000 Germans and Austrians buried here. Maybe it's only 200, as I say. Who knows? Anyway, I decided to just dig a testing trench here. We dug down about a little less than a meter there now. And then I took the metal detector. Metal detector we have here. There's a metal detector. Here we have our hole. We definitely have a signal down there somewhere, but the metal detector is not really telling or showing what it is. It's not so confident in the signal, which means that it's either very deep or it's very small and a little bit deep. It's of course possible that the metal detector is lying a little bit. It happens. Let's see what the metal detector says. It says nothing here, and it says it's pretty confident that there's nothing there. Nothing. That's weird.
Странно.
Today the menu is cow meat and not pig meat like yesterday. The pig meat is better, but this is awesome as well. We filled in the hole again. The signal sort of like just disappeared. It was pretty far down. I think I'm gonna head out there and try once more, because I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but we have a depression there, right? There we have the ground rises. Out there we have the very, very old road. So it would be fair enough to think that they would be driving from out there, transporting the dead in here and digging them down here. But rumors say there should be 2,000 guys here. That's it. Maybe it's only 200 or something like that. Who knows? But hopefully I'll find out. Alright there, so we most likely were at the wrong location, because we searched this high spot. We cannot call it a hilltop, right? We searched this high spot and there was absolutely no signals, and I actually dug 2 more trenches. Couldn't find anything. It didn't look like the ground or the sand have been disturbed in any way. On the way back, we went to the old timer and we talked to him. He was home, and he seemed to be a little bit sorry for us that we've been there so many times by now. And he said that Saturday, which is tomorrow, that Saturday he's available. So we will dump him on the tank, and he will show us where it is, because he was speaking about a small hill, and there are not many hills around here, and we couldn't see anything that really, well, you can say, looked like a hill. And we most likely were not at the right location. We'll find out on the trip tomorrow and day after tomorrow. So hang on for that, guys. And until then, please check the links in the description. Please consider supporting the channel and the channel projects. There's a link in the description to that. So yeah, get out and train, get it done, do something awesome. See you in the next video, guys. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for your support.